work pretty good. It's not a heavy antenna. It's real small and real light.
We're doing a rag chew on UHF tonight instead of VHF. 446.600.
Rugged antenna to work. It was great reviews, but yeah, you're right. I think I'll be better off with that Dominic mentioned. I forgot about that.
It's a Comet. I think it's Comet CP-1, Charlie Papa-1 or CR. You know, CR or CP. I know it's got a -1. I think they're about $70. And the radials on the bottom of it, it's got 3 little radials sticking out. They're real small. They're not real big. They don't stick out, you know, like the antenna that I got or Scott's got over here. The radials on it are real short. It'd be a cute little antenna sitting there, like you're saying, in a bucket of cement or whatever, you know, with a pole, and put it there, and so the thing can't blow over. Because a bucket of cement, one of those 5-gallon buckets full of cement, would be a pretty good weight for it to set on, you know.
Oh, I don't think you even need a 5-gallon bucket. I was just thinking of it just going like Home Depot or even HEB, just grab a plastic pot that you use for a plant. Something like that might work. You put up, they'll probably weigh every bit of 20 pounds. I think that's all you really need on the radio.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll work too. I know that antenna don't weigh a lot. It'd probably be easier to work with it than that Arrow antenna. I just don't. If they don't have any gain, as far as I'm concerned, they're not much better than that J-pole that I made you. You know, and I know it's dual band, but so is that Comet. You know, and it's a lot smaller. I remember that antenna when they bought it. The city bought it, and it's real light, real small. Pick it up. It don't weigh hardly anything.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Mike. I'm glad you reminded me about that. When you sent me that link, and I checked it out, and I also checked out the reviews. You're right, man. You're right. That's probably the one I'll be picking up now.
Roger. I'm looking for that antenna. I was looking for it today, that one from Radio Shack. I can't find it. I know I've got it. I've got it stuck upstairs in a box somewhere, probably. I don't even use it. I don't know if that'll help you out or not, but you can give it a try. I've seen some people buy a mount that you put on the window outside, and it's got a B and C connector on it, and you just, snap that on there, and they use it for a mobile antenna. Some guys say that they work pretty good with it fully extended. I think when it's fully extended, you use it for 2 meters, but don't hold me to that.
Yeah, that window mount. I think MFK used to make those. I can't find them. I don't know if they make them anymore.
Yeah, you remember them? And the coax would go right there where the little lip is. You roll your window up, and it was pretty strong. And right there, you could put a rubber duck on it, or any antenna that had a B and C connector on the end of it. And then the coax ran inside there, and it was like 7 or 8 feet of coax. Those are pretty good mounts. I don't see them anymore.
No, I know they. I don't. I mean, I looked around all over. I can't even find them on eBay. That and another thing MFJ used to make that was real popular back in the 90s. That was that booster docking station for the the ICOM radio that I have and the Radio Shack HDX Bluetooth. It doubled as the power supply and I don't know how many watt output. It had a small amp built into it, and you would slide your radio into this docking they call it, booster station they call it. Then you would up on the top have a little plug, and that was they'll plug right into the DC input on top of the radio. Do you remember those? I can't find those anywhere.
Yeah, I remember them. Huh. Yeah, MFJ used to make them. They don't make them anymore, huh?
No, I haven't seen those in years. Yeah, it cost, I don't remember, I can't say. I want to say like $30, $40, but I think it was more than that. But, I've been keeping an eye out for stuff like that. Next time I go to a Handfest or eBay, something like that will be a neat little gadget. I'll have to look online and see the part number is, see if I can find it somewhere.
Roger. Go ahead, Scott. I'm going to go upstairs and look in one box for that antenna, see if it's there. So y'all go ahead and carry on. I'll be right back. Happy 5 ZFCS.
Roger, Roger, N5XTC to KD5FLN. What's Mike looking for? Is he getting you a UHF antenna or what?
When I was over there at Wells Electronics, I noticed that they had a couple Radio Shack telescoping antennas for a scanner, 440, and covered a 2-meter band also. Had a BNC connector on it. They had a couple of those. I think the Radio Shack here at the mall had one there. Had a couple there for sale. It was like 11, 12 bucks. But you know, I really don't know if the telescope and antenna is going to make that much of a difference on radios. Everywhere I look up online says the rat's tail is the way to go. So next time I go out to the store, I'm just going to buy some 12-gauge wire and a connector. And I'm just going to wire up a rat's tail to my whole icon and see what happens.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. I guess the only way to tell is to run a little experiment. I know Jose had a telescoping antenna for the Bofang, and when we tested all of them, it worked the best. But that's VHF, you know, different animal a little bit than UHF.
Yeah, second, Scott. I'm trying to find out. I'm going to find my select here to put on. So there's a little.
Roger, Roger, N5XTC standing by. I'm going to upload this. We're clear.